also has some chocolates and some wrappers. Let's do a little breathing exercise, okay? Close your eyes or open them, whatever you prefer. I'm not here to tell you what to do. And just clear your thoughts, okay? Clear those thoughts. If you're looking at the back of your eyelids, there's a blank black space. Just be aware that you're in this blank black space, and your mind should be blank, and your thoughts should be blank. Just a clear, open space. Make sure it's an open space for you to clear your thoughts, to you to exist. We just want to exist in this blank, clear space, in our blank, clear mind. Our thoughts are not real. Our thoughts do not define us. Our thoughts are not real. The good thoughts are not real. The bad thoughts are not real. We are just existing in consciousness. We are only here in the present. Breathe it in and count the spaces in between your breath when you're in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 10. Let it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Is your mind clear? Are we clear of thoughts? Keep that mind clear. And just go ahead and listen to my voice. I'm just gonna kind of ramble, if that's okay. I don't have any thoughts in my head currently. I'm looking at these sparkly lights next to me. We're doing a little tingle break. I got short nails on the microphone, so just a short nail tingle. Tingle, 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 break, brain melt, tingle, 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 brain melt. I'm going to just observe what's around me. I'm just going to observe what's in my immediate presence around me, so I don't have to think about the future. I don't have to think about the past. I don't have to think about anything with you. We are just going to clear the mind, and we're going to have a nice, slow, and relaxed podcast today. So we're just going to go with the things around me. I added these new LED plastic candles to my set over here. They're sparkly and they smell like pine cones, and they're so beautiful. I got them at CVS actually. There's some fake holly on it as well. Pharmacy shopping is a whole new level of shopping. I love going to the pharmacy. I went to go get a pregnancy test because I'm super excited to be pregnant again. I'm not pregnant yet, but I'm super excited, so I got a bunch of pregnancy tests, and I left with chocolates and candles and peanut brittle Reese's peanut butter cups and Santa slippers and lip glosses, and it just was a nice little retreat. You know, I went to Starbucks, and then I went into CVS, channel. I just did a flipping through magazines trigger. Go check it out. Hold on, we gotta do a little trigger break because there is a plane coming. So, mic scratch, mic scratch, mic scratch, mic scratch, mic scratch. These are my short nails on the microphone. These are my short nails on the microphone. So just scratch your head, get in that scalp. Brain melt, get the tingles. Okay. So, I was flipping through magazines, which I never do. I used to do it all the time as a kid. I used to flip through magazines. I loved it. I used to get all like the Cosmo Girl, the Teen Vogues. I just loved to see like what to buy, where to shop, what websites to go on. They used to tell you like what websites to go on back when the internet was new. It was like you couldn't find them anywhere, which I thought was interesting. But I did rip out this page, and it just so happens to be like this little interview thing with Charlie D'Amelio, and I liked her Prada sunglasses that she said she can't live without. So I was like, okay, Prada sunglasses, I'm gonna get them at Bergdorf Goodman. They're really cute. They're like a tortoise shell. So I was thinking about the TikTok star, right? The TikTok star. One, I guess I don't really see like the TikTok stars anymore, like the people that were in the hype house and stuff like that. Is TikTok still these young kids doing dances, right? Which, like, I'm not against. I think that's really cool that she became such a massive, like a celebrity star. I don't even know what to call, like, social media, like, powerhouses, but she became huge, and so did Addison Rae. Addison Rae is, like, signing Netflix deals, and I think that's amazing. I think a lot of these TikTok stars were able to parlay something into, like, I think they had a Netflix show. I think the Hype House had their own Netflix show. I think that's shoehorned him. Now, I guess it's like people don't like nepotism, like in the workplace, right? Like your son is getting a job because you have a job there, but I guess I don't really understand the problem with that, right? Like, again, it makes sense that your child would go into your field. Donald Trump, for instance, Donald Trump Jr., I don't know what he does, but I'm assuming he does something in politics. I don't follow politics. I don't talk about politics ever, but I assume he does something in politics. And so, like, his dad, like, obviously he's gonna get ahead because his dad is Donald Trump, who's a big political figure, right? So, but why is that bad? Like, that person obviously has like lots of experience. It seems like their children, you know, genetically and also like the way they're brought up would probably be very similar and be able to like have a lot of knowledge in this to like continue, right? Like Joel Osteen, his dad started the Lakewood Church, so it makes sense that he would take the spot, right? I just don't really understand, I guess, why that's bad. There was a Chris Farley movie called Tommy Boy, and his dad owned like an automobile shop that like made brake pads or something. I think it was called Callahan Auto Parts. I love Tommy Boy. His dad passes away, and Tommy obviously is gonna get the company, but you know, he doesn't know anything about it. He doesn't care about it, like until the end of the movie. Spoiler alert. But you know, like David Spade's character is upset because he's like, okay, Tommy doesn't know what he's doing, and they're like, no, help him because he's obviously the person that's gonna be taking over. Because that's just what happens, right? Like, your father owns a company, you could be next in line. I guess Billy Madison was kind of like that too. Billy Madison's dad owned like a chain of hotels, and then Billy was gonna take it over. But like his right hand man, who was like a lot older, more mature, and was like ready to take over, was like, no, what the fuck? Like, Billy Madison's like he doesn't do anything. He's just like a rich kid, whatever. And then he has to like go to school and compete and try to get this like job from his dad, and I think he ends up getting it. But I guess in those situations, if the child wants like nothing to do, but hey, if they work hard, if they have like, you know, the drive and the passion and the talent for it, like, why is it an issue? I think Kendall Jenner is another good example. She models for a lot of high fashion brands. It's like, yes, she has the name, but she's also beautiful and tall and looks like a model. So like, don't you want that in? Doesn't everybody want to get ahead? And if you don't have the parents to get ahead, and you get yourself in an industry where you had no connections, then you should feel even prouder that you made it. Like, I'm happy for the Nepo babies, and if anything, I would love to help my daughter, like, get ahead in whatever she wants to do. If I have any power over that, which I might not. Might actually, maybe she'll want to, like, change her last name to something else. But, you know, I didn't know anybody in entertainment when I came to LA, when I came to Hollywood. So I kind of just had to, like, you know, throw spaghetti to the wall and see what stuck. And, you know, I did find a little niche, right? YouTube didn't exist. Social media didn't exist before I was 18 years old. So I found this, like, loophole to get to where I wanted to be as far as making money being an entertainer. And I didn't have, you know, obviously there was nobody to, like, show me the ropes to this. But I'm, like, proud of myself that I, like, pioneered it, you know? So, I'm not mad at people who are like Nepo babies, or here's a good equivalent. For instance, on social media, on YouTube, like, let's say a big YouTuber starts dating somebody, right? And maybe that person didn't have a YouTube channel, but they create a YouTube channel because they're in this person's videos, and they're like, oh, you should have a YouTube channel. And then all of a sudden, that person who like put no work into creating their YouTube channel, put no thought into promoting it, all of a sudden has like 1 million subscribers overnight just because they're friends or they're dating a certain YouTuber. And yeah, like, when I was younger, I'd get a little bitter. I'm like, well, damn, like, you're getting 1 million views a video because they're like waiting to see if that person pops up in your videos, and it is like kind of annoying, right? That someone just gets like handed followers, and